Acá estamos con Gabriel, FalleN Toledo, uno de los jugadores brasileños más importantes e icónicos del Counter-Strike. FalleN, first I want to ask you, how do you feel about this new stage of the Major? Many important teams went out, for example, BP legends of this stage. How do you feel about that? How do you feel with your performance in MIBR?
Hello everyone, hola a todos, sí. I feel great. It's a tough competition, as you said. Many good teams couldn't go as far as we went. And that's because Counter-Strike nowadays, teams are improving on a fast pace, teams are getting better in the fundamentals, teams are really understanding the game much better. So the youngsters and all those new upcomers and new teams, they're putting a good show, and they really have what it takes to beat the legends have been playing the game for so many times. So it feels great for us to accomplish that, and now I think we have a good playoffs in front of us, and we just try to do our best, and who knows, maybe brings the title again.
Well, you said about the new teams, and for example, Complexity was a team that surprised everyone here in this tournament. How do you see their performance? How are you preparing?
To be honest, Complexity is formed by players that we have a good knowledge about them. They play on North American scenes such as we do. We played against them in different teams many times already. Like players like Shazan, Stanislaus, those guys, they have been doing a great job in the last couple of years. And we faced them in other matches for couple times already, so it's a team that we kind of know their players, but we don't know much about the team itself, because it's kind of the first time they really do a great job, like that great, coming to as the favorites on this phase, going as a 3-0 team, and I think one of the best performances of the tournament so far. So the way we're going to prepare is basically making sure we play our game, don't try to overthink too much about them, even because they didn't play that many maps on the first phase of the tournament. So we're going to come hot and try to bring the best game we have, and not think too much about what they do or how should we play against them. We just need to make sure we're playing comfortable, because comparing players to players and team to team, I think we have the upper hand on this fight.
Great. And one last question regarding the Brazilian scene. It has developing so much. For example, from Argentina, we have Isurus Gaming playing there, and many teams are starting to look forward to North America. How are you seeing today the Latin American scene of Counter-Strike?
I think Latin America scene is big. We have so many players competing in Gamers Club down in Brazil, including Argentinians. There's so many good players coming from the region, and it's just a little bit suffering that, you know, in South America, the progress and technology-wise and investments, it takes a little bit more of time to really show up in our scene, and that's why you saw our team and other teams going up to leave the United States to compete with the best competitions. But I think the work down there in South America is in progress. We're bringing a lot of competitions down there. Many more teams are getting the chance and getting the opportunity to play those competitions and show themselves, their talent. A good example from Argentina is Johnny Boy, right? We have seen him competing outside and even leaving the United States for a couple of times. So we see those guys coming from Argentina and those newcomers coming from Brazil. And I think so far we're doing a great job down there. There's much more to be done, but we should be excited. Like, we already showed the world that South American players can compete at the high top, and we already see progress towards external and like international organizations bringing up South American players, like in Rainbow Six game, for example. You see a lot of South American players being picked up by big organizations around the world. So I think it's a great sign-off for our region.
Great. And something you want to say to the Argentinian fans?
Amigos, muchas gracias por estar a torcer por todos los brasileños. Quiero decir que nos gusta mucho tener su apoyo. Muchas gracias.